Hello there. How's my audio doing? Just want to make sure it's okay. Because it's been a while. It's been a long while. Hello, Master Chris. Welcome. So first, definitely got the first message in there. Hello, Turf. Welcome. It's been a while. Hello, Star Trek. Welcome. Um, oh, hey. Hi, Cosmic Rain. Hello, Terry W. Hello, Amanda Lynn. Yeah, it's been a while. Things are fine. Okay, audio's good. Great. Great, great, great. What's all this about then? Well, I'm about to get a couple telescopes going. I'm sitting outside. You can kind of see I'm sitting outside. That was the microphone in the field of view, but yeah. So I'm in Houston, so terrible light pollution, but I'm gonna have a Seestar S30 and a refractor. That's actually something new. It's going to be run. It's a telescope camera I had, but it's actually going to be controlled by an ASI Air, which is a little control computer that I just fairly recently got. I've mostly been using mini PCs. There's reasons why I went ahead and got that. But yeah, it's good evening, Otto. Welcome. Thanks for joining. So yeah, it's clear here, at least for now. I can see Orion right up there. But it's cloudy at Starfront, so not as good. Next would be ST. Cool. All right, so this is going to be I'd been kind of lately running, or lately, it's been almost 3 months, sadly. I had been running some custom software against the Seestars, but ZWO recently made some changes to their to the firmware that broke Alp and the thing I was working on. Now I added alpacas support, but tonight I'm just going to be using the Seestar app, partly because I was going to have to stream from my Mac anyway to get the ASI Air app up. But yeah, so that's just kind of a little bit. Again, this is a OBS configuration that I just copied over from another computer. Also, to clarify, the only light I have kind of is this external monitor and my laptop monitor. But I'm sitting out in the backyard. Next time I need to decrease the brightness on that because it's so bright. All right, so my video will probably go away for a moment, but I'll bring it back. Okay, it was can. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, I should be back now. Hopefully. Rosette. Okay, nice. I'll take a look. Yeah. Oh, hi, Dynamo. It's been a while. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, it's been almost 3 months. Uh, yeah, I think. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Hello, Astro Chris. Welcome. What's going on? I am about to get my. Sorry, this. Again, this is a layout that I kind of redoing an OBS layout. All right. So let's see, what target do we want to go to first? Let's see. Let's see. Man, this thing is. Why do I need so many ads? Just gonna minimize that. Oh, hello. Hello, Astrocealy. Welcome. Thanks for joining. I had done the Rosette Nebula yesterday, but Orion is. So maybe I start. Do I want to start with? Well, because I've got the S30 and the S30 and the refractor. The refractor has a pretty broad field of view. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do for the S30. What would be a good target? That's oh, you know what? I will do the tadpoles. NGC 1893. I will do that. Oh, the audio is not great. What are you hearing? Is it like interference or okay. Get it a little closer to my mouth. Dwarf 3 or S30. Yeah. Those are like the Dwarf 3 or the Dwarf 3 Mini. Okay, sounds fine here. Okay. Because there's the Dwarf 3. There's a Dwarf 3 Mini, I think, which is more comparable to the Seestar S30, and then the Seestar S30 Pro just came out, which is fine. Oh, thank you, Astro Chris. See, unfortunately, this new setup I have doesn't bring those up on screen. Like I can bring up individual chats, but thank you so much, Astro Chris. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. It's been such a long time since I. So, what I'm gonna do first is let's go do the flaming. What is it? NGC 1893. So we're gonna get that going on at S30. tips. I don't do tips. Sable tips. um, yeah, I mean the S30 has a very has a wide field. I mean, I'll be imaging with that uh, here. I think it's charging. Is it charging? Sure, it's charging. If not, it'll shut off and I'll need to restart it. But the S30 Pro and the Dwarf 3 and 3 Mini, as far as I know, are comparable. The S30 Pro has an even wider field, but it's also higher megapixels. It's more expensive. I mean, the S30 is I think I've seen them on sale too now. I think like $350. I mean, that was the original price. Then it went up to 400, but now I think they're back to 350. And then on the, it's funny, it it claims it's pointing at Polaris. This is the refractor. In practice, I can't see Polaris. So let me go look for. I'm just gonna go to M42. Can't quite can't quite get set. Scopes. Okay. It should, it should be able to see. Wonder if the focus is off. Oh, why? That's embarrassing. Give me a sec. Yeah, I mean, they do have batteries. This is kind of, okay. Let me bring that up. Uh, what's kind of awkward. I was doing some solar observing earlier, and the solar filter is still on the S30. I should have probably checked that before I started imaging. Okay. All right. Well, until I get until I get my S30 sorted out, I'm gonna bring up Cosmic Rays S30. So I remember how to pop it out. Okay, great. I think I got it. Here we go. So this is Cosmic Ray. Um, again, the S30. I mean, you can see the app I had up here. um, Same app. He's in much darker skies than I am, but you kind of get the idea. All right. Um, Stellarium. Oh, are you talking about this? Yes. This is like Stellarium. This view. Yeah. 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 That's kind of awkward. I can. The problem is I like opened it up, but I didn't look at it. It's pointing right up, straight up, and I could see the yellow filter from here. Oh man. Okay, so okay, this should be there. There we go. All right. Um, I'm relatively new to the ASI air interface, so if I seem to be kind of floundering at times, that's I was at the right place already. Yeah, that rosette is very nice. 2 degrees. Yikes. Yeah, definitely really nice. Actually, I just realized something. Am I? Oh, hey. Uh, okay. I'd been bringing up the chat on screen, um, but again, I'd redone the OBS, and so let me. Yeah, it's really. Um, this is literally only the second time I've used the ASI Air. Um, First time was actually last night. So I can see why people like it because it's if you have all ZWO stuff, it's super convenient. Um, I have a ZWO camera and guide camera that wasn't completely intentional. It just worked out that way, and it works with most mounts, if not all mounts. The only gap is I have electronic focuser, but it's not a ZWO one, it's a Gemini one. So last night when I was testing it out, I ended up switching back to the mini PC to do the focus and then switching back. But I can see what the advantage is. It's very convenient and it'll be great as a travel setup because it's very compact. Um, I'm actually pulling down the data over Ethernet right now. I don't have guiding yet, but I will. And thank you for reminding me of that because it is off. I'm kind of again SIAR noob. No, that's yeah, sorry. But if you want to uh there is a Discord server where if you have questions of any kind, uh, it's a great it's a good resource. A lot of times where somebody's there sharing some kind of observation, some session, like cosmic rays imaging the Rosette Nebula. And right now, let me see if I can drop that in the chat. I don't know if that link's good or not. I think that's good. Hello, Quake. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the air it's I can again I can see the advantage of it. Oh hey. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I didn't even notice that. Okay. I think I finally got it. Starfront. I've been pretty happy with it, on the whole. I mean, it's definitely got a convenience factor. Like, you don't have to take your telescope out, set it up, bring it back in. And for me particularly, I have really terrible light pollution, sitting in the middle of Houston, and so the skies there are amazing, and it's great having access to that. Um, like I say, been frustrated at times, but on the whole, I've been pretty happy with it. Yeah, yeah. I think it's recalibrating now. Discord channel. Yeah, there's okay, click the angle. Yeah. Oh yeah, don't forget to like the video. Thanks for reminding. Okay. Yeah, okay, there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean it does. Sorry, I was distracted by, is that high clouds? Or is it just light pollution? It's hard to tell. Yeah, that's there were I don't know what I guess one could call them astronomy stops. I don't know that I would use that term, but there's those who kind of didn't like the smart telescopes or said they were toys, but the results you can get with it are pretty good if you put time into it. Um, but even without it, you can get some pretty great results. Uh, but really, I think it's good because it's a great entry point into astronomy. It's very low fuss, um, and I know plenty of people who have a Seestar or a dwarf, and they use it even though they have other telescopes, just because, like a couple of years ago, I would put it outside even if I only knew I had like a couple hour window to image before clouds rolled in, and I wouldn't have necessarily done that with the full setup. Like, I wouldn't have spent 30 minutes setting everything up and then only to bring it in after a bit. Uh, and and it's also neat because there's plenty of people started who's were new to the hobby, got a smart telescope, and then after a bit they got another scope and another scope, or just another scope, kind of something that was a little bit more, either higher resolution or able to image planets better or whatever. So yeah, from that point of view, I think they're awesome, and I use mine, and what I have at Starfront is a Seestar S50. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's okay. I need to get back to I'm getting sidetracked. So it is tracking. And I'll just now I have this on 3-minute exposures. Oh hey. Cosmic rays starting on the Horsehead Nebula, which is right next door. At the bottom of the rabbit hole. Um, I mean, I don't know if there is a bottom to it. Um, I mean, it depends on what you want to do, you know. Um, I kind of like a variety of things. Uh, Deep sky, planets, solar. I was streaming on Discord earlier today with my solar telescope, and yeah, it I'm kind of at a pausing point right now with the scopes because I've got good coverage. I have kind of general purpose. I have one that's I have a couple that have more magnification for like s- smaller things like planets, more compact. Well, a lot of galaxies, stuff like that. But yeah, so the rig for this. So this setup is a 75 millimeter aperture telescope, the APS-C ASI 2600 MC camera, and it's on the two-way mount. I have used. I had recently gotten like a really cheap mount from a T-Seek mount from AliExpress, and I've used it a few times, but not as much as I would have liked to. And really, I want to try it out with this setup because I think it will be good for. Although I need to check the weight of this setup to make sure it doesn't exceed that, but I think it's fine because it's just that much smaller and lighter of a mount, the T-Seek. Yeah, yeah, those are really cool. Yeah, batteries awesome. I don't understand why, what battery? Like it's plugged in. Honestly, now that they have the alpaca stuff, I've been kind of curious if I can point the ASI Air at the Seestar. I haven't tried it yet, though. Yeah, I know, but like if it's plugged in, like it's plugged into like a 10 amp power supply. Uh, so I'm not running on battery. I guess I have to run it and let it charge. I guess I didn't realize it had a battery, display battery. Yeah, I'm really new to that. Oh, nice. Sorry, getting distracted here. So that's one 3 minute, uh, so 3 minute exposure. Gitzo tripod. What about Gitzo tripods? Actually, my this camera is on a Gitzo tripod right now. Funny enough, it's one I bought almost 30 years ago. That's kind of disconcerting. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's a bigger aperture. It's 75 millimeter versus the 50 millimeter, the Seestar, and it's also got like it's got a cooled camera on it. Although, okay, oh, I guess I could have looked at the bottom. Yeah, well, and especially doubly so given that I'm sitting in a really badly light polluted area. Like I am in the center of, or almost in the center of Houston. The central business district is not too far from me, and it's like bad in every direction. Um, like, oops, almost brought up the screen. Weird ads, but I'm literally in the middle of this. It's so bad. Uh, Uh, 30 years. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I mean, I don't use it as all the time, but I've used it a decent amount. I've used it as a travel tripod, and it's held up well. Yeah, it's the 3 nanometer filter. So it's um so like for for those who aren't familiar with it, um the filters, the narrowband filters, they're measured on how wide the frequency range that uh, is that they let through, and this is a hydrogen oxygen filter, and a lot of times 10 nanometer, 7 nanometer are kind of common for narrowband filters. This is a 3 nanometer, so it helps really isolate the frequencies and block a lot of light pollution, which helps a lot. It helps a lot. If you get the it depends on the target. So if you're doing something like Orion here, where it's a nebula, an emission nebula, it only it most of the light comes from some very narrow frequencies, and so by using one of those a narrowband filter, you can block a lot of light pollution, and that's what I'm using here, and that's what the the Seestar has one. It can either be off or you can have it on. Like if you go to like Orion, it'll offer to turn it on. Yeah, I mean the trapezium's probably a lost cause. Uh, I mean, some people they'll take shorter exposures and then kind of combine them in either photo editing software or astronomy software to try to bring out the trapezium, but I usually don't. Oh yeah, sorry. I actually did do that. I did figure this out yesterday, but I forgot about it. Yeah, only 6 minutes, right? Oh no, no, it's no dumb questions. I mean, especially it's like it's a whole new world. And honestly, like I did when I first started with the hobby many years ago, they didn't have the kind of filters they have now. Uh, Yeah, I mean, if you're it depends on your scope. If you're using it depends on the scope, the filter, and your light pollution. So less light pollution, you can have longer exposures, but if it's the Seestar, it's unguided. It doesn't have an extra camera to keep it tracking the star correctly. So you're kind of limited in the length of exposure you get before you start getting like star trails. Uh, Usually I only shoot 10-second exposures on the Seestar, but I know some people do 20 and 30. Uh, Now in this case, because it is a very narrow band filter, normally I don't do 3 minute exposures here with any of my telescopes because it's terrible light pollution. I guess it's not optimal. And but with this one, I'm able to do 3 minute exposures. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess it isn't blown out. Yeah, and the S30, all the C stars, the S30, S50, S30 Pro. So yeah, sometimes it gets scratchy. Yeah, I mean I think the problem is I've got a I need to try a different mic next time I'm outside. Um, like it's windy. I have a fan blowing on me to help prevent uh, help prevent issues with mosquitoes, which, believe it or not, we still have the occasional mosquito here, even though it's winter. And so, even though it's a mic that's pointing at me, it's the audio is sometimes not ideal. Yeah, seriously, I know. I'm gonna have to talk to the production staff about this. I don't know, but yeah, that's cool. So you can see the trapezium. That is cool. Oh, yeah, thanks. I still have a lot to learn about ASI Air. I mean, it's not that complicated, but it's just a different interface. So 25 inches of snow. Yeah, I think I'll take my chances with the mosquitoes here. Um, oh, neat. That's cool. I remember that, especially years ago, uh, people would do that with webcams where you could, people would modify them. I never, I may have tried it once, but for the most part, I don't think I really messed around with it much. Yeah. And of course, don't forget to like the video. Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a topic for either Discord or another, like a non-observing stream, um, of what all's been going on. I hadn't, I briefly looked at the YouTube studio and I saw that at least one or more people messaged asking if everything was okay. Um, things were okay. I think it was a lot of stuff, but not something to talk about today necessarily. Uh, but yeah, so I'd been streaming pretty regularly, and my New Year's resolution was to like get back into it, and here we are in February, so already a month behind. But I was like, no, I've got to do it. Now, the good thing is, or the interesting thing, in over the next few weeks, I will be some evenings further out of Houston, kind of to the exurbs or further out areas where it's more like a Bortle 6. And if I drive a few minutes, it's like a Bortle 5. So I'll probably be taking the Seestar with me, maybe the refractor, if there's some clear nights coming up. And so I'll try to do a live stream from out there because I'm kind of looking forward to it. I just a few days ago I was out there and just pointed my cell phone. I didn't even have it on a mount. Tried to just hold it steady and point it at the sky, and I got a lot more stars. And that wasn't even that was like the Bortle 6-7 area. not even like the dark area down the road. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Uh, so we'll see. Oh, hello, Qubits. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Wow. Oh, that's a bummer. That happens here sometimes where the plants will start they'll start blooming and then we'll get like the freak late season freeze and yeah, it stuns the plants. But 60 degrees up up north, that's warm. I mean, it's not great. The polar alignment isn't great right now. And this has happened. This happened last night where the guiding would just go nuts. It is a wider field, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. No, it's no cables. Oh boy, Dwarf Mini or S30. I don't know. Uh, I mean, I've heard positive things about the Dwarf Mini. I don't have one, so I can't really say. Um, but it seems like a pretty solid scope. That's very comparable to the S30. REO status, Star Wagon. Yep, pretty much. I'll throw stuff in the back of the car. Hopefully, hopefully you'll have some clear nights. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a few cloudy nights here, but I think it'll clear up in Starfront in a couple days, maybe. Any wind gusts? There might be. That's what was happening last night. It would gust and the guiding would just fall apart. Oh wow, I did not see that. I have no idea what that would have been. Very weird. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I've there's some things out in West Texas I want to do that with. I have a couple of places in mind, but unfortunately it's like a 600-mile drive from here. S30 Pro is pretty. And the thing that so besides the bigger sensor on the S30 Pro, uh, and so it's a higher quality sensor, wider field of view. Uh, the other thing I find kind of interesting about it is it's got an upgraded wide field camera, which lets you do Milky Way photos and some other things like that. Like it's a higher quality secondary camera. Now I don't know what the secondary camera is like on the Dwarf Mini. Yeah, the Pro. Oh, yeah. I mean, this thing is sitting on not concrete, but like pavement kind of. It's on a solid surface on the ground, and I'm not walking or near it, so it might have been a gust, maybe. And I don't see anything. No cable snags. I don't know. Yeah, here in London. Cool. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Cosmic Ray is he's been running his in temperatures below 5, I think. Can't rule out the well, I'm sitting out here and I don't see the raccoon. I think I did see it earlier. Um, I just caught a like I was inside and I caught a brief glimpse of it running along the fence. Um, so yeah, I it wasn't the raccoon because it's not. I don't see it around here, but I think I did see it earlier. It's the have to name him. I have seen him more than 5 times. I've referred to him as Rocky Raccoon, but I don't know. I might come up with a different name. Rocket. Yeah, that would be another one. What's a raccoon? Um, it is something that is a mammal that is peculiar to the Americas. Um, this is what they look like. They're not uncommon in the U.S. They also they like digging through trash sometimes. Yeah, they dig through trash and they're mm, small mammals that are very comfortable in urban areas and towns, and uh, some people even have them as pets, although not super common, I don't think. But yeah, because they dig through the trash. Trash panda is a name you will hear. uh, but yeah, yeah, we have skunks. Luckily, not as common in the city, at least. I know a number of years ago, my mom had one in her backyard, a skunk, a family of skunks. Um, but we have possums too. We have a lot of possums. Yeah, here, trash my buffet. Yeah, well, and it's funny because we have trash pickup on Tuesday morning, early morning. So we set our trash out the night before, and I think the panda, the raccoon knows that, and so it'll be uh, uh, kind of out and active, going through people's trash, and one of our dogs just goes nuts. I think the raccoon is taunting him because the raccoons come up to the patio door, and I think I'd hear him start the dog start barking. What does a skunk smell like? It pretty bad. Uh, they're pretty bad. Armadillos, yeah, we have armadillos too, which are very weird animals. Yeah, they're very. It's a very strong smell. I don't know how to describe it. Um, I haven't I haven't had one try to spray while I was near it, luckily. But yeah, the smell was pretty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's funny because I had never really thought about that until I was talking to somebody who was from Europe about raccoons, and they were, yeah, they had the same response, like, what's a raccoon? Oh, right. Oh yeah, yeah. They do have a smell. Um, oh, yeah, happened. So strange. Must have been a ghost. Actually, may also check to see oh, where it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick another target here anyway, because it's getting close to the Meridian, which isn't a problem you have to deal with the Seestar, uh, where the mound has to switch sides. Things are near kind of due south. Yeah, I'll let this frame finish and then move on to another target. Yeah, yeah, they aren't scary. I mean, I was imaging something last night. It was fine. It's more well, and it's this setup is better too because it's got fewer cables going up to the telescope. But I don't have much time past the Meridian, so at least for M42 and plus since I have this artifact, I figure I might as well switch targets. Yeah, yeah, azimuth. Uh, well, or even if you do equatorial mounting on the sea stars, because they have more like it's like a fork mount. Even in equatorial mode, you don't have to deal with the meridian flip. Yeah, it wastes time, and like I say, it's already. I mean, this image already has some issues. Yeah, yeah. I mean, right past. Yeah, where M42 is, I think it'll go behind a building pretty soon anyway. So might as well. Sharp cap. Yes. Yeah, it does. Oops. Fine. Do I want to try? I think I'm gonna try the Rosette Nebula. Nice. Going to Andromeda. Um, It is funny how it's the UI is the same. I mean, not surprising, but equatorial with the Seestar and the other the other smart scopes like it that are in alt azimuth, you if you're imaging something for a long period of time, you get field rotation. So you'll start getting kind of gray, or not gray, kind of pixelated kind of coloring in the corners. So, I mean, if the target you're imaging is just in the center, it's fine. But if you're trying to capture the whole field of view, like if you're imaging M42 and you want to get everything, um, it does kind of decrease the quality in the corners. Or now, that's only if you're imaging for a long period of time. Also, when it's an equatorial mount, you can more easily do longer exposures, like 20-second exposures. It's a trade-off, but nice, nice. No, I'm not a bot. Did YouTube think you were a bot? Yeah, I mean, that's a good. I mean, there's people who start with that uh, and get great results with a telephoto lens. But if you have it on a star tracker and just give it a lot of time, you can get decent results. Um, Although, again, it ends up being a rabbit hole. People will astro modify the camera so so you can use a hydrogen alpha filter and get more detail. Um, but yeah, oh, Astro newbie, welcome. Thanks for joining. Good. M33, triangle and galaxy. Now the disadvantage, if I end up streaming from this kind of remote site, um, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do it exactly because I'm I'd probably only stream for about an hour out there because then I have to leave to come back into the city. It's not like an all evening thing. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, I mean, I had a star tracker and I honestly didn't use it as much as I would have liked to, or as I should have. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where if you're wanting to go beyond it, it's yeah, you don't necessarily want to. And like a smart telescope, it simplifies so many things. And plus, you can get, I mean, an S30 doesn't cost much more than some of the star trackers. So yeah, watch the Super Bowl with the S50. Are you? I don't even know where the Super Bowl is this year. No idea. Where is it? Feel the temperature joke. I got it. Okay. No, that's fine. Sometimes during the live streams, I end up a little too. I mean, yeah. Anyway, no, that's. So you're not nearby, and you're going to try to see it with the telescope. Yeah. Or you could be watching the Super Bowl, but be outside and imaging the stars. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. First sub will be coming in on the Rosette. Super Bowl. Yeah, that's yeah, I'm not gonna. There we go. And this is just the first sub subframe. Hopefully the guiding won't go crazy. Oh yeah, no, I don't. There's plenty of stuff, plenty of other places on YouTube. Step away from the politics. Yep. Nope. Like I say, I don't. I mean, if that's what you want, that's there's tons of stuff on YouTube about that, and I try not to watch any of it. Anyway. Now, one thing I do the next time it's clear, maybe not the next time, I want to um I haven't I haven't used it in a while, but I have this Cassegrain telescope, and I think it'll be great for I think it'll be great for sorry, there's a jet going into the local airport. I do think it'll be anyway, rewind. I'm going to bring out a different telescope hopefully next time because I want to image Jupiter because I haven't done that in a while because it hasn't been kind of it's been behind a building, but it's finally kind of rotating into view, or we're orbiting into view of it, and so I see it right up there. So that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. Also, I I bought I wanted another IR pass filter. Long story, but I couldn't get one as quickly as I wanted to, so I ended up buying a cheap set of three, and one of the filters is a methane filter, which is supposed to be good for imaging Jupiter, or it gives you some different things. So I think I might try that out too. Yeah, and covering eyes. Yeah, exactly. That's a good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And by the way, yeah, I Benji Astro. Yeah, that's too bad. I have had enough clear skies. It's just I've been doing other things. Yeah, I'm not going to do Jupiter today, though, I think, because I don't really have the scope out that can do that. I mean, this refractor would be too small. Um, but next time, flick methane filter. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, it's supposed to. I forget what it does exactly. It's like more contrast, and maybe it brings out detail in lower cloud levels, something. And star will be delayed. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had decent luck with the 585 camera. I don't, and I was able. It's a good, it's a really good. I'm really happy with the sensor and the camera is the 585, IMX 585 base camera, and it with a small region of interest, I was getting like 200 to 300 frames per second on it. Um, so it was pretty good. It was really good, but I think that might be the smallest sensor color camera I have. I mean, smallest pixel. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a video by Nebula Photos, Nico Carver, and he had some argon filter, and it looked really interesting. I'm still, I think I would, well, I guess the problem I have is I don't have a mono camera, so I'm doing color camera, so I don't, and with all the light pollution, I'm kind of leery of getting too much into other filters. But it is kind of on my list eventually if I go with a mono camera. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can see the stripes. You can see them with the Seestar if you kind of push it. But yeah, and you can see the Galilean bands too. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess the problem is I know what kind of image I can get with the other scope I have, and so I I, I want to basically do it just as a dedicated or as a primary focus that I mean, let's see. Sorry, I'm just first. Oh, here. Now. Yeah, so like I guess like this was a photo I took like a year ago, Jupiter with that telescope. And so I think I can do better now, but I guess that's why I want to kind of did do it with this one particular telescope. I take that. Actually, almost a year ago. It was January 31st, 2025. So just over a year ago. And the other thing I had tried to do but hadn't really, or that I wanted to try again, is doing an animation of a time lapse of Jupiter, because those look really cool. Yeah, yeah, no, and I correct. Yeah, I think it is better, but the problem is I don't have any. I don't think I have any cameras with smaller pixels than the 585. I think that's a small. Yeah, no, I was really happy when I got that one, so I'm I'm eager to try it again. Yeah. Oh, I'll bring it back on. Uh, did I close? I hope. Got it. Yeah. And oh, and I think that's the shadow of one of the moons, Jupiter. But like I say, I think I can do better. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty good right now. It's yeah, it's made for like where I am, I can actually see several stars. Yeah, it's but like I say, I think I can do better. So I think I'm eager to try it again. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it is. It does look kind of puny. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing about this that like, again, I use Sharp Cap a lot for the oh neat. There, that's um the I use Sharp Cap for doing my planetary stuff, and that was kind of in program. I didn't do any post processing with it. That was pretty much what I was. I mean, that was what I was capturing live on a stream, and I believe, and so I'm eager to try that again, and also the animation. Um, I am not sure. Uh, like the problem is I might have sometimes I'm not good about having the camera uh, oriented to an axis, so it could have been rotated. So I'd have to. I have no idea what angle it's at. Oh, is that gonna go through my field of view? Did that go through the field? We'll see. A big jet just flew through the area the camera was kind of pointing at, so we'll see if it ends up on the image after this sub shows. Wonder if that's what messed and it caused the guiding. to kind of get worse because it was a pretty low jet because we're kind of on the approach, final approach to one of the airports, or at least I guess you would call it final approach because the landing gear was down. Less than a minute, the sub will be downloaded and stacked, and hopefully it will be completely across the image. Let's see. Yeah, that would be interesting. I haven't looked at the odds recently. I don't know, has it gone up or down? I know there was like single-digit percent chance of that asteroid might hit the moon. That's 30. Does anybody have any suggestions for that 30? Okay, good. It doesn't look like it went through the field of view. Because that was a really low jet. It would have trashed the image. 123. Oh wow, that's cool. Oh wow. Yikes. That would be interesting. Of course, that might end up causing like Kessler syndrome. That would be good. So, any suggestions for cosmic ray with the S30? Um, is the flaming star nebula, the tadpoles or the flaming star visible cosmic ray? Because uh, that was what I was originally going to image on my S30, but solar filter. Polaris. I don't know how. I don't know. Can the Seestar actually image Polaris? Because I know it has a problem in pointing straight up, or complaints about that. And Polaris, if it's equatorial mounted, would be straight up. Galaxy season. I mean, it's getting there. It's getting there. Uh, I mean, for me, Galaxy season maybe is a little later because the galaxies are behind buildings, fortunately. Take a minute. Oh, interesting. Spin system for the oh, for fuel transfer. Yeah, like so use like that'd be interesting. I see. Close it up. I'll have to remember to take the filter off. Yeah. Oh, so that's another thing. In March, April, we're getting I forget the exact dates, but Messier Marathon again, where you can potentially image all or see all Messier objects in one evening. And so last year I had wanted to go somewhere for it, and I ended up doing it remotely from Starfront with a Seestar. But I this year I'd like to actually try to get out of the city and try to image it, or yeah, try to image it away from the city and try again to get everything. I think I was only able to get 107 Messier objects over, and it wasn't even in one night. It was like 2 or 3 nights. So I didn't even get all 110. And yeah, I got like 2 minutes on each object, so it's not like they were particularly uh, detailed. I mean, some objects are fine, like M42 looked fine, but some of them not so much. Yeah. Um, you said refueling or transfer. Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. Actually, it's kind of the design plan. Nice. Well, nice about the Bortle 4. Sitting in the house, I can understand that too. Which is part of the reason why I didn't do it last year. The house was too comfortable. But I might give it a go this year. Um, I think there's 2 or 3 weekends that are promising, and I forget the dates. But there's also going to be, yeah, there's some stuff coming up in March too. I need to go look at the list. Um, I don't know that they care for it, but at least Starship seems to be kind of exploding. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of those things tend to be really over-engineered. Um, I mean, not over-engineered, but I mean, there's a lot of good reasons for the engineering. But yeah, it's simple is generally, yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, like Falcon's fine. It's just Starship that's been um, taking a while. But it's also pretty ambitious. Sucking fluid. Yeah. 24 minutes. Guiding isn't too bad, surprisingly. Or not surprisingly, but thankfully, not too bad. Oh, hey, Cheap Astro. It's been a while. And not because of you, but because of me. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, yeah, it's in March, I think. SpaceX AI. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. It's kind of I guess I tend to look at it from the tech AI side of things, because that's kind of an area I've been, not AI so much, but the tech side of things, and I'm not surprised in a way that they that he did that, but I guess that's because he had already done the Twitter XAI thing. Um, so maybe it'll be all X. It'll be x.com, x.ai, and maybe x.space. Be their new domain out, or space.ai. Oh, hey, yeah, that's a good X. Yeah, 1 million solar powered AI data servers in space. Yeah, you're gonna move loop the moon. Um, if you're talking about Artemis, I hope so. Hope that works. Hope it, because it's been a really long time, and I've thought about that for decades. Separate divisions of the company. Yeah, yeah. I'm just waiting for Tesla to get involved with it, because then you'll have, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I hadn't really been following Artemis that much, and when I saw that they were planning a uh, moon flyby, I was like, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the radiative heat versus conductive heat. Yeah, yeah, that would be. I mean, because there aren't many people who have ever seen the moon up close like that. Um, yeah, not many. Yeah, so the left Seestar S30 is cosmic rays. Um, I have my S30 here, but I forgot to take the solar filter off of it. I realized it after I pointed at the first target and couldn't see anything. Um, on the right side, I've got uh, my 75 millimeter refractor, an APS-C camera, and I'm actually using an ASI Air, um, which I had picked up like Black Friday-ish time frame sometime afterwards. It was like end of year sale or something. Um, but I've been pretty happy with. This is only the second time I've used it. The ASI Air, that is. Yeah, I saw that they were planning on at least shutting down um, uh, the Model X and Model S assembly line to make robots. My daughter was uh, at this mall where they have a Tesla design store or something in it, and she sent me a photo that they had one of the uh, one of the robots on a pedestal in the store, which I'm like, okay. That's tasty. Yeah, nice. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's yeah. I've talked about this on mostly on Discord that there's all these uh YouTube videos about like Beetlejuice is going or went supernova, and it's like it didn't go supernova. um, like I'm looking at it right now. It's not gone supernova. Well, it could have gone supernova, but the light hasn't reached here yet. And they'll get ridiculous number of views. Maybe I should do that. I like that AI data center opens a portal. Equal nebula. That is not visible right now here, but the Seagull Nebula is almost visible, it's almost up from behind the building, so I might point scope it. Tracking the CW late. Yeah, I mean, I'll complain about CWO and then I end up buying an ASI Air. Go figure. Now that's an idea. Although I know some of those companies that are coming up with robots are like tens of thousands of dollars. That's a kind of it would be cheaper for me to buy a plot of land and put a shed out there than build the telescope. No, it's like, isn't it like 1,000 light years away or something? Or like over 1,000? Oh, neat. That's cool. What are you getting? Flaming nebula on the left side looks pretty cool. Choose something here. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that the Rosette wasn't getting too close. Gonna let it go for another 10, 20 minutes. The Rosette before it gets to the Meridian, but I might switch to the C cup before that. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean it's 70 to 80 millimeter. That's a good range, and if you're using it visually, like brighter nebulas and galaxies and the planets will could be pretty cool with it. Uh, yeah, well, yeah, I don't want to get into all that, but because both the Tesla one and that other one that's already for sale, sometimes it's teleoperated, so um, but yeah, if you that could be a mess if it yeah, okay. 500 to 650. I knew it was I thought it was closer to 1,000, but yeah, that's st still comparable to what I thought is hundreds of years. Yeah, that is cool. I mean, it's a great target. Oh, now. Sorry, I think I just saw like high, like a cruising altitude, but I can just see it right from where I'm sitting. It's not visible where the telescope is, but it's about to go behind a building. Self-driving convert. That's cool. Yeah, Dobsonians are pretty cool, and they do have a really good aperture. I mean, they have a lot more aperture, and so you'll be able to see some fainter things. Where's the detect tab? Oh, there we go. I'm a noob when it comes to ASI air. Okay, right. That's Oh, part of the problem is me, because the mic is right here and it's directional. When I talk to the side, um, yeah, sorry. Let me see if I can also get it a little closer. I need to use, what do you call it, a lapel, mic when I'm out here. Right. Whoa, what the heck happened? What happened to the guiding? I'm looking at the scope to figure out why the guiding was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a lapel mic, and it did come with one of those little fuzzy things. Triple nebula. I mean, there is a triple nebula. Mikey sucks. Yeah. I sound like, oh no. Okay, well, I mean, it's not even politics. It's just yeah, his voice. I think I'll make sure I'm only talking while looking at the camera. It tries to track. That's I didn't see anything, but maybe there was something. Yeah, that's weird. Well, and I need to the next time I use this, I need to try to do a polar alignment because I did I I bring the scope in and out, and I always try to put it up, put it down aligned with the edge of the patio, and so it's generally close-ish. Um, Although sometimes it rotates a little bit, so I end up a few degrees out. But uh, I definitely need to try a line. Maybe I should add a filter for that. Yeah. Any suggestions for the S30 C for cosmic ray? Triple. Triple. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do try to be pretty close, you know. Um, but yeah. Yeah, but I usually it's only when I start getting like consistently above one arc second, then I start thinking about aligning it. And I think I'm kind of right at that point. And it's discarding, which is weird. Well, maybe it's time a sign to go to another target. Trouble with triples. Yep. What nebula? So on the left, this is cosmic ray. It's the flaming star nebula. And on the right, I'm doing the Rosette Nebula. And I'm about to change to the Seagull, which is IC 2177. I think yesterday when I tried to image this, I got like one sub before I ended up switching. So I don't, not an expert with this. That's good. Hopefully it is behind a tree. Monkey head. Cossack ray, maybe? Such a small patch, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't see. I don't think I can see the monkey head. But cosmic ray probably can. I think it's behind a tree. The Eagle Nebula is really cool. I guess, yeah, I guess over the years I've probably maybe it's living in Houston and it being too hot in the summer. I I guess I like Orion uh, for the winter. Yeah, the S30 is the S30 is really good. And I'm annoyed that I didn't take the solar filter off. Oh, nice. Whereabouts in Oregon? Yeah, I mean, if you're not in, yeah, if you're not in a city there, there's some, I imagine there's some good seeing there. Oh, 8, 4. See, oh, neat. I mean, even then, I think uh, Portland. I mean, there's really neat areas. I haven't, I've gone through Portland, but I've never spent any time up there. Bortle 5. Nice. I mean, better than Bortle 9. Uh, Bortle 5 is I would love to be in a Bortle 5. I do not live in a Bortle 5. Yeah. I do think it's interesting that even here I can kind of see some of the stars in the Orion Nebula. It's barely there. Nice. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, thanks for joining, Roland, and hope to see you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, because I'm trying to do these again regularly. So, yeah, thanks for have a good rest of your year. Nice. It was interesting because like it just kind of popped in a little bit. Okay, great. See you next time. Okay, about to get the first sub. back. Oh, is audio working? Is audio working now? Goodness. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, got it right in front of. Yeah, okay, let me move this out of the frame. There we go. I had to move the camera. Um, but yeah, I usually use dummy battery in this camera and just have it plugged in, but I'd been using it for some other things and I had the battery uh, I was using a battery in it and it died. And along with it the audio died. So I'm back. New battery. All right. All right. Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to get back into everything. Yeah, batteries. Yeah, it was like I say, it was I mean, it's a little cool and the thing was running for uh 3 hours or something. Like I had it on earlier. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay, can you hear me? Uh, uh, went to commercial. Oh man. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. I think next time I need to go back to using the dummy battery. That monkey head's looking really nice from Cosmic Ray. Let me try to move this a little bit. All right. Where was I? Oh, sorry. I was kind of yeah. So while I was uh, while chaos was erupting here, I Star Traveler. Uh, thanks for the $10 super chat. I do appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of batteries for this camera. It just, I guess, I don't typically run it for that long on battery, which is why I had the dummy battery. Anyway, yeah. Nice. Focus on a star. Do you mean like zoom in? It's not too bad. Okay. I think I'm going to need a lot more time on this. Okay, cool. I think it was just to zoom in on the star, maybe. Yeah, I've been really happy with 2600. Um, so much so that I feel like I've been neglecting the 585 sensor camera I have. Um, yeah, I need to. Well, I need to figure out white dwarf. Which is there a white dwarf in? Trying to put my feet up without unplugging anything. Yeah, well, when I went in to get the battery, I got a hat because I was getting a little. Wait, what did I get? I got the ASI Air not that long ago, a few weeks ago, but this is only the second time I've used it. First time was last night, so it had been sitting in a box. Uh, yeah, no, it was like I say, I literally only the second time I've used it. So and it was there's different reasons why I got it. Um, I'm still using mini PCs, but I had long wanted to have like something dedicated for the Newtonian and something dedicated for the refractor. Um, and also, I guess when I bought it, I was thinking about the changes that ZWO had been making to the Seestar firmware, uh, both taking away stuff and then adding like the alpaca stuff. And I was kind of getting curious about the ASI Air, and plus then the realization that the camera I have I mean, before I only had the Player One camera, so I wouldn't have even considered an ASI Air. But because when I got the APS-C camera, I mean, a ZWO one for not any particular reason. And then I guess it just kind of clicked that I'm like, oh, I could actually get an ASI Air now. Um, and then I have like, and before I got it, I had looked into people like had rooted it and added stuff, so they've been able to add some third party stuff to it. So I guess going into it, I was thinking, well, I'll try it just as is, and then possibly do something else with it because I do like the hardware, you know, the all-in-one aspect of it. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, also it's got the IR going on. I mean, the ability to do IR, um, near IR, near infrared, and so I think I'm probably going to be start using that, using it for that a lot, uh, especially with the light pollution here. I want to try more infrared. Uh, just pick one. Yeah, black. See where it's. Oh, yeah. Whoa, that is a star. Betelgeuse hasn't gone supernova yet. Imagine how bright that will be if it goes supernova. Be crazy. Yeah, that would be funny. It's like, I mean, because it is so widely imaged. If it did go supernova, like in the near term, so long as it wasn't on kind of the too close to the sun, I imagine someone would be pointing their camera at it at some. at the moment that it starts brightening. That would be interesting. Level 1 status. I don't know that there are any levels. Chevy Nova brighter than light face. Yeah, unfortunately that's this monitor. Yeah, a lot of it's this external uh like portable monitor I had when I used to travel more. Yeah, that was interesting that there's a star orbiting within the extended outer envelope. Yeah, any some other targets, cosmic ray could try. Um, sorry, I'm just looking around to see what else. Christmas tree cluster for the Christmas tree, maybe for dryers, nebula, maybe. I don't think I can image either one of those. Can I should give that a try. Not tonight, but some other night. That would be bad. Um, yeah. So I was using the 585. Well, if you're talking about the guide camera, I was using the ASI 120 mm. Um, but I ended up getting a coma corrector for the telescope, and so that fixed that. But I it's the pro. I'm using APS-C a lot with that, and so it kind of vignettes a bit, a lot, and so I'm not using the APS-C. I mean, I'm not using the OAG on that one, on the Newtonian. I'm using a guide camera. Yeah, yeah. Well, and I forgot to take the solar filter off. Yeah, whatever happened to the Blaze Star? I think they were a bit off on the predictions on that. Um, uh, Sometime in the next few minutes, 10, 15, it's going to do a Meridian flip. And I think I'm going to let it do it, just see how it goes. Yeah, I assumed it was lens flare, but I'm not sure. Bring it. I don't know if that up. And workers are nice. M207. Oh, M20. Sorry. Clearly, I need new glasses. M207 is like that doesn't sound like that. That's not a number. Slingshot. NGC 2736. It's that one. NGC 2736. Pencil nebula. That's interesting. I think I've imaged that. Try to. It's fairly southern, fairly south. Like right here, it's only 9 degrees above the horizon. So I think that's going to be a challenge for a lot of people. That's interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. Is what's the brand of it? Or what's the brand or where did you run across it? Yeah, M20 is it's the best use in Australia. Yeah. All right. That is so bright. Oh, and sorry again, this new setup I have, I don't, I see the chat, but I don't see any extra things that pop up. Um, I only see it when I go to the YouTube chat, but I see from a few, several minutes ago, Astro Sealy, welcome to level one. Thanks for joining. I do appreciate that. And yeah, I think I had started talking about it since it's been several months. I need to try to one of my goals for the new year uh, going forward is to do live streams, but also I need to get back into creating videos. 'Cause like the last video I put out there was like probably close to a year ago, uh, and I like doing kind of informative kind of videos. It's yeah. So I need to get back into that as well. I mean that's my goal. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I are you are you talking about cosmic ray? That's I've run into that too with Discord. I'll explode. That would be funny. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And then, and that would be another interesting thing. So long as it isn't behind the sun, um, someone will be imaging it when it goes supernova, if it's in the near term. But what would be funny is if somebody was and said something like the Beetlejuice, and then it starts brightening. That would be funny. It's like, wait, okay, TS optics. I'll have to make note of that. Optics. OAG. Thanks. That's good. I'll take a look at that. Oh, you're in Houston. Oh, that's cool. Oh, nice. Persistent cluster. That's cool. I like that one. Have you blocked me? Oh my gosh. That would be that would be awkward. It's like oopsie. Or do you have some setting that blocks his handle? Um that's interesting. I mean, I see it. I see it. Wow. That would be really awkward. It's like, oh, yeah, parking parking downtown is not great. Um, Depending on uh, where you were in downtown. I mean, you got parking garages. You just end up having to use one of those. There is some street parking, but especially in the kind of historic district. But yeah, it's not ideal. But it is downtown. Oh, and there are surface lots. Yeah, I forgot there are plenty of surface lots. But yeah, it's I mean, if you were there for something, I mean, I've gone to events where I ended up having to walk several blocks. Not walking. It's uh, pay to park. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the case everywhere downtown. Um, it's yeah, there in the med center. Outside of those areas, it's usually free parking. What happened, cheap Astra? That's weird. What what did Yeah. Yeah, I had to figure out some reason why that ends up because I have the same issue sometimes. It's very strange. Good night, Cosmic Ray. Thanks for sharing. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, Windows I'm juggling here. I do have an external monitor, but yikes. Uh, M42. Um, well, I think Cosmic Ray had, I mean, the, what do you call it? When he streams to Discord, it disconnects a lot, and I've run into that too. And so I think he just kind of called it a night. Let me see. Just, but yeah, ouch, cheap Astro. Sorry to hear that. What's this nebula? It's a random. It's below my horizon anyway. Weird. Okay. Um, where are we? Oh, Meridian. It's approaching the Meridian, so I expect it to do the Meridian flip any moment. Sorry, just respond to. All right, sorry. Uh, uh, yeah, so I'm gonna wait until this gets to the Meridian. Actually, now I think M42. Yeah, M42 is out. It's behind a building now for me. So I'm gonna let the Seagull go for a bit. See how it does with the Meridian flip. Because usually I don't bother uh, continuing to image past the Meridian flip because just past the Meridian are buildings, and so there's usually no point. But uh, I can probably get at least another half hour on the Seagull if I let it flip. So see what happens. Yeah. I imaged it a bit earlier, but now it's behind a house for me. Otherwise, I could image it, but yeah, I can't see Orion anymore. It was visible a bit earlier. Yeah, um, that's the problem. Pretty much, I can see very little to the west of the Meridian, unfortunately. So, um, guiding isn't terrible. I don't know why it had that weird guiding before. No idea. Yeah. Yeah, if you have any other suggestions. Oof. Yeah. Good night, Cheap Astro. Thanks for dropping by and hope you heal up quickly. Um, have a good rest of your evening. Just according to Stellarium, the Seagull Nebula is right on the meridian right now. So I'm just curious at what point it's gonna flip. Yeah. Yeah, Star Trek, I saw that. Yeah, that is so weird. That is so weird. Let me see what else I can image tonight. Because once the problem is the Seagull is one of the last nebulas I can image before everything goes behind buildings tonight. And this really isn't the ideal setup for galaxies. Yeah, or much else. Is there anything down there? Yeah. I mean, I want to get more time on the Seagull, so I'll just keep it on that on this. Oh, good night, Dare Orbs. Thanks for joining. Have a good rest of your evening. Oh, oh yeah. I want. That's a good point. Okay, I'll let it go just a little bit more, and then I'll do the flip. Thanks, Starfront. Because I want to make sure it's passed. Which in which mode does it have to be in to automatically do the flip? I think, yeah. Oh, auto run. Okay, cool. Good to know. This is a bit more challenging of a target because it's lower, so it's in more light pollution, and yeah, that's part of the, I think, part of the challenge with this one. Let me. It's doing the flip, flippity flip. What the flip? No, it's flipping. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Okay, finally made it to the home position, and now it's continuing. As we wait. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it didn't go to the right spot, so I moved it because this nebula was in the field of view. I mean, even if it's off a little bit, at least it'll be mostly uh, right, hopefully. Go to success. And then I just hit record again. We'll see. Ah, okay, okay. I'll do that next time. So we will see. Oh, guiding just went off the rails. So yeah, yeah, I have to. This is why I don't radiate flip. No, it's good. I mean that's what's supposed to make this easy, right? So yeah. Ah, okay. I'll take a look. I'll try to look to see where that might be. And so I'll probably let this run for a bit longer and then call it a day. Night. Uh, I'm hoping tomorrow, let's see, Starfront looks like conditions don't look great there. Maybe Tuesday night. Otherwise, Wednesday night looks good at Starfront. And here, it might actually be clear tomorrow night. See. If it is, I might stream again. I'm also, well, let's see, what's it going to be like tomorrow? I might be able to actually also do a little solar streaming tomorrow. I want to try doing more H alpha, do the spectroheliograph. There's some settings I want to try to fix an issue I had with it being kind of jagged, or a couple of things I want to try. What is wrong with this guiding? Yeah, I think I might try to. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, thanks for showing up, uh, Turf. Um, appreciate it, and hope you have a good rest of your evening. And good to see you too. Cables. It might actually be a cable issue. Um, I don't think it's power, but it might be the Ethernet, and I don't know that I can fix that easily. So, something to address next time. Let me see if there's some other target I can go to quickly. Uh, uh, yeah, maybe this is a sign that I need to call it an evening. Yeah, night turf. Have a good rest of you. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I don't even know which cable that is. Let me see. Uh, yeah, it might be the cable. Let me see if there's something like that. The other side. Problem is like everything else. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I'll point it at the beehive cluster just to get it flipped over to the other side of the Meridian and get a little bit of time on there and see if it helps with the guiding. Now that it's swinging around, I can see which cable that was. Because there's only two cables plugged into it, power and Ethernet. Because I wanted even my laptop's on plugged into the Ethernet just to try to make sure it's stable. Oh yeah, um, night night Astro newbie. Thanks for joining. Have a good rest of your evening. Play three cables. Yeah. Uh, and this setup I only have two. Which one was that? Yeah, it was the Ethernet. It was the Ethernet. So, yeah, the problem is that particular Ethernet cable is not really super long. It's plugged into a switch inside the house. Um, so it's like out the patio door. Um, so not the ideal setup, but maybe I need to get a longer Ethernet cable. Yeah, so I'll image this for a little bit and then call it a night, I think. That would be interesting to continue stacking on the same object. I don't know that that would work. Or I mean, on a different object. I don't know that that would work. Yeah, that was the Ethernet cable. That was not ideal. And the way it was pulling it, I could see that it might have been pulling in declination because it went to the right ascension and then it rotated at declination and maybe it was just a little. It looked a little taut, like it might have been a little taut. Yep. Yeah, I obviously I'm not familiar with this, and because as soon as I saw your message, I'm like, oh, yeah, the guiding is bad. The good thing is I'm getting more familiar with it. Oh well. Yeah, I need to look at what settings there are for recalibrating automatically, so I don't keep forgetting. Yeah, well, I don't know if if I'd be much help with the sharp cap though. I definitely use that a lot. I need to use Dino. I need to try using Dino. I'm kind of intrigued. The person who got the backend running on Linux, and then used Touch and Stars, the uh, web interface to control it. Kind of intrigued by that. I should give that a try. Auto Meridian flip settings. Except this only helps with the other and auto run it. Wait to do that. Went out, backed out too far. One of the devices just talked. I think. Why does it take so? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll go back in there as soon as. Why did it not? Let's try this again. Okay. What? This is weird. Hold on. A. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. It's really weird. What's okay? I'll explain it. It's like what did the cable stretch too far? No. What's interesting is when I brought up the ASI Air app, I I said something was talking, but it wasn't the ASI Air. It was trying to connect to the S30, and it was saying it was the wrong version of the application. So the ASI Air app was actually trying to control the S30, which is interesting. Very interesting. I need to play around with that and see what's going on with that. Okay, let's try this. Yes, crosstalk. Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. That was very weird. I mean, I know that they're the same company, but kind of weird that they didn't take that into account that if it's on the same network, a Seestar and an ASI Air, the app ends up trying to talk to the Seestar. Like that's why I was hung up. I ended up just bringing the Seestar app up and powering down the S30, and then it kind of got unstuck, the ASI Air app. That's, I think, an area for further experimentation. Yeah, it's weird because like it was very insistent because the Seestar, I have the volume down on it, uh, and most sounds are off, but it started saying, it's connected with the wrong version of the application, which that's that's weird. Yeah, conspiracy. Maybe. All right, so we'll see what. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because like I can literally see fewer stars now because all the stuff around Orion is now behind a building. That's funny. Strange. But I'm intrigued now. Well, the guiding is better, so that's good. Check the guide cam. What about it? Okay. Again, I'm a new. Ah, okay. Um, I don't know. What is my guide camera gain? Probably not high enough. I picked medium. It says 28. That seems low. And I don't know. Well, I take it back. There is something in here with darks and flats, but I imagine you have to, well, yeah, because you wouldn't be able to automatically take darks. You'd have to cover it, so um, you can set it. Well, if you have a filter wheel, check the guide image. Uh, how do I do that? How do I check the guide image? Click on. Oh, oh, right, right. I was just there. Yeah, it might also be. It's a little out of focus too. Doesn't help. Plus, one thing I need to. That reminds me. I One of the reasons why I got another IR pass filter is I wanted to put that on the on my guide camera because that supposedly helps. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. Uh, I plan on having, if conditions permit tomorrow, during the day, I'll try to do a solar live stream. Um, that Sunspot group that was pretty active a few days ago wasn't very active today. So we'll see. I'll try again tomorrow. And beyond that, one thing I've been thinking about is trying, as part of trying to stream more regularly, is uh, when it is cloudy here and at Starfront to um, stream from inside and maybe go through some images. If other people are streaming on Discord, I can share that and just kind of go over, talk about things, astronomy related. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, maybe it was getting confused somehow. I mean, the fact that ASI Air app was talking to try to talk to the S30 when I exited out and went back in, it was like, yeah, very strange. Definitely something. And that was part of the reason actually I wanted to get the ASI Air too. It was like secondary or less reason was just to see if I can get it to talk to the Seestar, how the different software works, since they both are based on the same underlying software. Just kind of curious. Yeah, yeah. So just kind of, yeah. But yeah, I think I'll let one more sub come in here and then subframe, and then I think I'll wrap it up for the evening. Um, thanks for Cosmic Ray for sharing uh, his session all night. Thanks for Astro Chris and Star Traveler for the super chat. Thanks. I think it was Astro Sealy who joined, and do appreciate all of it. It does. I do. I mean, there's a lot of things I miss. One of them was just, imaging and talking and with people. Uh, yeah. So hopefully I will not go several weeks without a stream, let alone a few months. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining, and hope to see you again soon. Uh, have a good rest of your evening. See, I have to remember how all of this works because it's been so long. Um, yeah, thanks. Oh, nice. Hopefully. Yeah, good night, Star Traveler. Thanks, Autumn. Good night. Have a good rest of your evening. And I think I will see you all in the next one.